have full trim.
So we're getting up here.
Germany going low.
Oh, big moment for the Australians. Massive down the hatch there. Oh, that's a monster nosedive in that manoeuvre. They're going to have to try and empty their cockpits. They've got a minute to do it and restart the boat here. That was a massive, massive moment there, nearly straight over the front there.
Good. Copy that. And I found it. Okay, hold angle here. Need to kill midline.
26.
Massive speed build from the Swedish team out to the right of the course. The Canadians coming in, they'll have to tack to get through the line. Germany and the Dutch team looking pretty good, but Team Australia having to drain that cockpit. That'll be a ton of water in there. They'll have to exit before they get going. They will very much be behind off this start.
We will have a start in race 6, Group B of the UniCredit Youth America's Cup, but one of the hot teams is out for the moment.
Rudder out of the water there, bang, whoa, and gone. And that is a massive, massive stop. 33 knots are stopped in about half a boat length.
That is a car crash. The sailors very well protected.
Yep, the old goggle peeler. That'll get you.
We are on starboard. Yeah, got the mark. Bullet here, 2-1. Trim to this angle. Way over target here. No lower than this.
Leading out here, coming in hot.
20 away.
So for the first time in a number of races, it will be the Swedish Challenge leading the rest of the teams around at the top gate for the first time, completing leg 1 of 4.
This is the race committee. We are moving the windward gate, shortening the course to 1 nautical mile.
As we see Yacht Team Dutch Sound, it might just be a case of what might have been when you go back and look at the early races in this series. Race 2, they finished 3rd. Race 3, they finished 3rd. They didn't get involved in race 1. And of course, as we saw these other 2 races, they finished 5th in race 4. And that loss of not being able to race in the last day has really cost them. But they get around to complete 2 legs of 4. Here comes Concord Pacific Racing. If they want to save themselves, they actually have to win the race.
Really slow, canting under.
Yacht Team Dutch Sail haven't had a huge amount of time in these boats, Shirley, and it just shows that time on the boat is worth something. As we see the Swedish team extending away, but the Australians digging their way back into this race, so they'll be waiting for a little mistake from anyone in front of them to try and get back into get another point or 2. On board there with Cole Tapper and Tom Needham getting ragdolled in the leeward cockpit there.
And Team Australia, after that big stuff before the start, moved it themselves into 4th position. Come back to stay in the top 3 as well and truly alive.
27, and waves here, 832 stone.
If you're Canada, you are hoping someone's going to make a mistake, and particularly Sweden, which could be a big ask. They've been absolutely on point and flawless all day.
Only 1 wobble away though from a big endo, and the Swedish team, I'm sure, have certainly been in that situation before, learning to sail these boats. They've spent the most time on the water, and they would have had their wobbles as well. They'll be hoping not to have any more themselves.
Let's go to Chase Zero, Peter Lester, just quickly. Changing weather conditions, Peter?
No, it hasn't changed too much. It's the sea state. It's all about the sea state. Ian Murray, the race officer, has just shortened the course up a little bit. So that means that the Swedish team now have only got one tacking into that top mark. And, you know, what's stepped them apart from everyone else is it's just how rock solid they are not only course management, especially handling the sea state with manoeuvres.
Right, still looking.
Thanks, Peters. The Swedish challenge, powered by Artemis Technologies, once again showing the way for the rest of this Group B fleet. And they have one more league to go to produce a dominant Saturday.
And that was a really rip it away, bear away. Really, really nicely done there. Straight down to course. Very, very confident manoeuvre there.
Sail Team Barcelona were going well, but they've had a moment.
Your side or my side? My side. Feels like I'm flying out. Yeah, no, see you, David.
Well, this is what happened to Spain. Let's have a look. Looks good for a while. Oh. So crucial to get the timing right on those waves.
Yacht Team Dutch Sail in position 2. They get around the top mark. They're on the homeward leg. Concord Pacific Racing from Canada coming in position 3. They will be ruining that 6th position back in race 4 when they were sitting in position 2, and with maybe a quarter of the course to go, they were lining up with the finish line. And the drive went to Custard. Boy, getting it around, taking it easy. Concord Pacific Racing are on the homeward leg.
Oh, big moment there. That was Maxie's on the Trav, and I heard Max, and I'm like, here we go. And that was nearly an absolute down the gurgler moment for them, but they managed to survive. They'll need to get the boat back on the foils again, though, because the Australians are not far off this top gate, so big speed build here for the Canadians to get back in the race.
Well, again, Concord Pacific Racing will have handed another team more vital points. That team will be Andu Team Australia. They are around the gate, as you can see on the right-hand side of your screen. So, to finish off a Saturday of racing, in race number 6 of Group B, they are the form horse in the field. The Swedish challenge, powered by Artemis Technologies, will make it 4. That's right, 4 race wins in a row.
2, 1, 4 down. Keeping 2 more. An angle, keeping
Well,
2.
I say practice makes perfect, and these guys have certainly had a near perfect day. Fantastic boat handling from Artemis Racing,
51.
powered by Artemis Technologies, as the Dutch team come down here, really learning quickly here, the Dutch. Some fantastic boat speed, Shirley, and really getting locked in and showing what they can do here.
You have boundary penalty, double boundary penalty.
In the meantime, it's a Smiles, and they'll be a big sigh of relief to get across the line, but Yacht Team Dutch Sail banks 7 points. But is it enough?
4 down.
Canada.
Nice 1 point. All right.
And probably the news of the day is that the Australian team have actually dug their way back after that huge stuff before the start, and have actually managed to chip their way back into 3rd position. So one more manoeuvre needed for them to get through the finish line, to actually finish on the podium after that huge moment pre-start.
Yeah, with no wind gear, you can see it missing off the bow. Seat of the pants sailing.
Get in place.
Andu Team Australia, after a horror start, come home in position 3, pick up the 5 points, and all we can say is that'll do.